The pilgrims applaud the knight's tale and please toast as the monk to match it. Before the monk can speak, the miller, drunk as can be, speaks out and says he has a great noble tale that can top the knight's. The host tries to persuade the miller to let some better man tell the next tale. The miller threatens to leave, so the host lets him tell his tale. Then he explains that he is drunk, so he shouldn't be accountable for anything bad that he says. He begins to tell his story about a carpenter and his wife, and how a clerk made a fool out of the carpenter, meaning the clerk slept with the carpenter's wife. The reeve immediately objects to having to listen to such a tale, but the miller ignores him and continues. He talks a little about how he has married himself, but makes it none of his business to know about any affairs his wife may or may not have had. The miller warns his audience that the tale has some bad language and may offend you, and you should skip it if you can't handle vulgarity. The miller then begins to tell his tale.
Allison is sitting near her house, so Nicholas makes a pass by her. He grabs her and says,
Allison, I love thee. If I do not have you, I will die of secret love.
Let me go. I will not kiss you. Get over me. I scream as you do not let go of me. Take your paws off me. Where are your manners?
Please, my lady, just give me a chance. I can't let you go.
Alright, you may have your way with me, but only when my husband is not around. He can never find out about us.
We will come up with some sort of way so that we can sleep all night together. I can see it in your eyes. You have feelings for me, and I promise that you will not regret this.
My husband is a very jealous man, so if he finds out, I'm not sure what he would do.
Don't worry, my dear Allison. I'm a scholar in sneaky tricks, so no matter for a carpenter.
Nicholas kisses her and hugs her goodbye. Both exit and leave. Allison goes into the house and Nicholas walks towards the road. Allison went to church the next morning, where Albison laid eyes on her beauty. He was mesmerized by everything about her. That night he planned to go to her house and ask her for a kiss. He goes to Allison's house and sets himself at her window. Music begins to play and Albison plays his guitar as he sings,
"Now, dearest lady, this may pleasure be in touch of love, thinking tenderly of you."
Do you hear that, man? Albison is chanting away.
Yes, John, I hear him.
Albison sighs and he doesn't get any answer and walks to his house. He sits down and says,
"I waste my days trying to woo this fair lady. I stay awake night and day thinking about her beauty and wish I could just have one kiss. I sent her wine and letters, but nothing works. I will never give up until I get that kiss."
I came up with a plan unlike any other. It will fool the carpenter, and we will be able to spend the night together. I'm going to stay up in my room all day and pretend I'm ill. Tell your husband I'm sick and to come visit me.
I will tell him to go visit you tomorrow and that you're sick. When he comes over, what will you say?
I will tell him that there is going to be a huge flood and we need to get tubs to be safe. On Monday night we will all sit in our tubs until he falls asleep and then sleep together once and for all.
I hope this works. I miss you so.
My darling, it will. He's not suspicious of me or my tricks.
Nicholas walks home and into bed. He sits down with enough food so he stays alive and waits for John.
What has happened to my dear friend Nicholas? I haven't seen him at all today. What has become of him?
I've heard by the servants that he is ill. He reports that you visit him. The maids say he is in his room, immobile and staring at the ceiling.
I would suspect that madness is what you get from inquiring a goddess privy, which is what I believe Nicholas' astronomy study is amount to. Nevertheless, I will go visit my poor friend.
John goes to Nicholas's house. He enters the room, says a prayer, then goes next to his friend.
You look quite distraught, my friend. What is troubling you?
"My dear John, God has sent me the most horrid vision that no one knows about, and it scares me oh so much.
Oh my goodness, what is it?
There will be a huge storm and rain, so much rain that it will flood the ton and everyone will die. It's going to be worse than Noah's flood. All mankind will be lost forever."
Oh my, will my wife drown?
Nicholas agrees with a nod and a sigh most unpleasant.
Is there no remedy of this flood?
"Indeed there is, but you have to listen to what I say. You must find 3 tubs that are big enough for one person each and food. Take the 3 tubs and put them on top of the barn and attach them with rope. Make sure you have an axe so when the flood comes we can cut the ropes. We sit in the tubs until the flood comes, and we are commanded to do nothing in the tubs but pray, so silence is important.
I will go now and get these tubs. Oh my Allison, I need to hurry.
Yes, hurry. There is no time to wait.
John ran and got the 3 tubes and put them on top of the barn. Him and Allison and Nicholas climbed into them and started to pray. All went silent, and the carpenter soon fell asleep. Nicholas and Allison quietly climbed out of the tubs and went into the bedroom and had their way with each other. Albison comes into view and asks around if anyone has seen the carpenter. The carpenter hasn't been seen at all today. Some say he's taken a day off.
Oh yes, this is so great. I know what I'll do. I'm going to take a long nap and wake up to go to my lady's house. This is my chance to get that kiss.
Albison walks home and sleeps for 2 hours. He wakes up as jolly as can be and walks to Allison's home. He clears his throat.
Allison, honeycomb, are you here? Please wake up, as I am so desperate in need for a kiss.
Go away, I want to sleep.
Just one kiss. I will go away. Just one, my lady.
Do you promise? One kiss and you will leave?
Yes, I do.
Allison... Oh, sorry.
Let me get something. I will meet you at the door.
Allison opens the door for him in the dark, with no lights on. Albison came in and licked his dry lips.
Come on, no time to waste. The neighbors are like spies.
Albison went in and kissed her, not knowing it was actually Nicholas's butt. Allison laughed as he felt a beard.
What have I done? You are a man! No, no, no! Why does this happen?
Poor Allison sadly walked away in fury and sadness as he heard Nicholas chuckling and laughing.
I'm going to bring him down. Grievous, open your door.
Who is that at this hour? Albison, what are you doing here?
I need to borrow your coulter. I'll bring it back. Nicholas has stolen my lady and I need to get her back.
If you ask for anything, it may be yours. I am an honest smith. Just be careful, Albison.
Albison went to Allison's house. Albison knocked on Allison's window when he went to her house.
There's someone at the door. Who is it? It's me, my love. I came here to give you a ring my mother saved for my wife. It's so important to me. Will you take it?
Now Nicholas woke up, and he was really mad. He opened the window and stuck his bare butt out and farted right in Allison's face. He was nearly blinded by the blast, but launched up and poked Nicholas's butt with the iron colt.
Water! Water! Help!
The carpenter from the barn suddenly woke up and heard the word water. He thought the flood had come, so he cut the rope and came crashing down onto the ground, grumbling on about the big flood. By now the town was outside watching John scream about a flood.
My husband has gone mad. He is a crazy person.
John was held for mad and the townspeople laughed at his public outburst. Albison never kissed Allison or got his wish. Allison and Nicholas lived happily ever after as a new couple. Nicholas got away with it.
We'll come up with some sort of... I can't do it. What just happened? Why did you walk back to me? It's corny.
Yeah.
What?
I'm confused. I don't know.
Okay. Cassie walks to the church and walks.
I would just
Forever. Oh my wife will drown.
Nicholas screams.
I got it wrong. I said it wrong. I said my wife will drown. And it says well.
All went silent, and the carpenter soon fell asleep. Nicholas and Allison quietly climbed out of the tubs and went into the bedroom.